Well, good afternoon, you guys. I'm Patrick Ellington, the host of the Clubhouse and host and producer of the Clubhouse Conversation Series. This is the second episode or installment of the Clubhouse Conversation Series, and today I have with me DJ Gladney at third baseman, Chicago White Sox organization. If you don't know, and this is your first time watching, I'm gonna give you a bit of a preface. The Clubhouse Conversation Series is a series where I am reaching out to interview and have conversations with Black people in professional baseball. What that includes players, coaches, managers, etc., and minor league baseball and major league baseball, executives and front office members, as well as writers and people who cover the game, whether it be beat writers who do commentary or have just an independent coverage where they do some mixing analysis. So today I have with me DJ Gladney, third base from Chicago White Sox organization. I'm very happy to have him. I need to thank a couple people first. First of all, thank you to David Brown for getting me in contact with the Chicago White Sox organization. Thank you to Scott Rayford, the Vice President of Communications in the White Sox organization, who arranged this, and thank you to Joe Rody for getting DJ this the information so we can have this meeting. How you doing there, DJ?
I'm good. How are you? Everything's good.
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited to have you. Your story is great. You seem like a dope dude. It's nice to have an interview with another young dude from the Midwest like me. I'm very happy to do this and get this going. So first thing I want to ask you is who is DJ Gladney? What's his story?
Uh, DJ Gladney is a very, very quiet kid. I will tell you that. I'm very in myself. I don't really go out,
Introvert.
associate with other people. I'm kind of just that guy, show up to the ballpark and then one day you look around, I'm gone. So that's pretty much who I am. I'm kind of just you know, I'm there and I'm not. So yeah, that's just kind of me.
Yeah, you like to let your game speak for yourself and speak for itself, and you just hang back and just observe everything. I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, you know, So, how'd you fall in love with the game? How'd you get into the game? I know your pops was a college basketball player. Your mom, I think, ran track in college. So
Yeah.
you got athletic background. How how'd you find baseball, and how that baseball find you?
So my dad actually played football for college. He played a little bit of basketball, but it was mainly football. So um, a lot of kids, a lot of parents go to the stores and they buy the little, plastic bats and the plastic wiffle balls.
Mhm.
So I guess just one day they bought it and they took me outside and then I was hitting them oddly hard for a kid my age. So then my dad, he just kept doing it every day and he was like, we got to sign him up for baseball and see what he does with it. And that's as far as I can remember. It's just every day was just out there t-ball all the way up until now.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
play
kind of
little
how it
league.
started. Uh, Not like the little JRW. I did play a lot of travel kind of in-house leagues for a little bit.
Okay,
Then I kind of expanded as I got older.
okay. So how'd you find your way into the ACE program? And for you don't know, the ACE program is a program called the All City Elite Program. Is ran by the Chicago White Sox. It's a program specifically meant to target um, Black kids from the Chicago area, from the urban area of Chicago and the suburbs as well, in order to get them involved with the game. Because since I say the early '90s, the cost of participation in baseball has skyrocketed, and that is what's led to the decline of Black people in the game from the amateur ranks to the major league ranks. It's not the social norms or any of that, like people like to say it is. That's very a false narrative. Um, so tell me about the ACE program and your participation in it, and what it meant to you to get you to where you are now.
Oh, it was huge. It started around when I was 12, 13 is when I first tried out and made the team. And from there on, it was just advice after advice and just helping me grow as a player and as a man. And it was huge in my life. And I think if I didn't participate in that program, I don't know what I would have been doing. I probably would have gave up on baseball, probably would have got a regular, job. I don't know what I would have been doing without the ACE program. all I can say is that they were really a big help in helping me get my name out there and people coming and talking to me. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate them for that.
Mhm. And did you have black coaches and stuff as well?
Yeah, all my coaches. Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
dope. That's really
yeah.
dope to see. And just tell me what that was like, being in a baseball center environment where you could grow as a player and as an individual, and being around, your peers, people who look like me and you, and come from similar places to me and you, and um, that familiarity and how that adds to it as well. Of having that environment, having people to lean on and stuff like that.
No, it was definitely great having, everybody around you, not the same, but like, with the same background kind of. And it was just, it felt good, to come to practice and everybody, everybody put all the outside activities and just let them go. And everybody was focused on the one thing, and I was being able to play baseball all at once.
Yeah,
And nobody cared, how everybody else's day went. It was just what you were doing right there in the field.
yeah.
And
It
it
was
felt
just,
good just to be able to just do that.
yeah, it was a safe haven.
Safe haven, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Just coming from school, oh man, I had a bad day at school, I got a bad grade on a test or something, and coming right to practice and just forgetting all about it, having fun, with the kids, your teammates, all of that.
yeah. And for those who don't know, the ACE program is not meant to create a pipeline for players to go to professional baseball or to college baseball, but to also to get these guys to be productive and to focus and have that mentorship to where they can finish high school and go to college and stuff like that. And I think you had a commitment to Eastern Kentucky, I want to say.
Yeah, Eastern Kentucky, yeah.
Yeah. And when I looked at the White Sox Ace page and I saw, the classes of you guys and all the colleges, how pretty much all you guys went on to go to college. That was a big deal for me. To see you guys get the opportunity to go forward because people like me, who slip through the cracks. It kind of starts with them having extra time on their hands and time to fall in the wrong places and based on the circumstances and things like that, and to not have anything productive to look forward to. So they got to turn to other means in order to put food on the table or just to survive. So it was really dope when I was talking to Scott Rayford, the VP of comms for the White Sox, and he explained what the ACE organization was, and when he brought your name up and how you were an alumni from Chicago who's playing the Chicago White Sox organization. You were one of the four guys I emailed him and followed up with that after I did some research. And what else I want to ask you is, uh, when did you play it in the ACE program and stuff like that? When did you know that you had a chance to do something more with baseball?
Um, I want to say around my junior year, that was when I started to see like, okay, I can actually kind of do something with this if I really like put my mind to it. I wasn't quite there yet junior year, but like it was getting there. And then senior year, that's when I kind of took off and I was like, yeah, this is kind of what I want to do. So I will say it took me a while to get to that point because at first it was just I was doing it to just, buy time, not just stay at home all day. But yeah, it took me a while to get to that point.
Yeah. Who was your favorite player growing up?
Favorite player, Francisco Lindor. I always watched him because at first I was a shortstop. So, I was watching all the shortstops and watching him every day just stood out to me. So I was like, yeah, I want to be just like him. Unfortunately, I moved to third. I love third now. But yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite players growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. Lindor is my favorite players growing up too. Growing up in Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. I mean, I got to
Yeah.
see him all the time. Him and Jose Ramirez. I just love watching their games. You
No,
know,
yeah.
athletic switch hitters, they can do it all. And, they've really been outspoken, being Afro Latino and being black. And that's very important to me as well. And it's dope to see them take that position. And
Yeah.
it's dope to see black players throughout the game, when last year on opening day, when all of them were kneeling and stuff, especially the guys that play for the White Sox, Tim Anderson and Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert. Um, and the White Sox have a beautiful history with black players in the game. It started with Minnie Minoso first Afro-Latino player to integrate Major League Baseball back in the late '50s. And it stretches all the way now to Tim Anderson, Lemonez, and Luis Robert, and you along with a couple other guys got to get a chance to rise through the ranks of the minors and add to that history.
Right.
That's really dope to see. And what was the scouting process like for you, getting scouted and everything, leading up to the draft?
It was pretty. It wasn't like a big go ahead from the start. I had to work my way up there.
Mhm.
The first time I do remember like an actual scout coming to a game was like my first travel ball game, my junior year, going into my senior year.
Mhm.
And it's when I actually kind of, saw them gather around. And it just went on from there. That whole summer, it was at least 2, 3 every game. And then that went on from summer, went on to high school, from them coming to all of my high school games. And that's when it just kind of just took off right then and there, this high school.
Yeah. So okay, that's interesting. Travel ball. What was your experience playing travel ball? I know you were going against the best. What was that like for you in your development? The
Definitely,
competitiveness.
competitiveness definitely big because um, for me in high school, I didn't really have a lot of competition. So for me, jumping right from high school to go into a league that's throwing, 90 plus every game, that was kind of big for me, especially seeing our velocity, and especially if I wanted to play higher. So it was kind of huge. It was a huge impact on me. And then I was able to actually, compete as long with all the other guys and not just, kind of shy away from the competition. So it definitely did help me in the development process for me today.
Yeah. And with position players, it's so important for you guys to get reps and to see and to see organized and to see competition. It's you can't really mimic an in-game environment. On when you're going against players on your own team, or when you're taking batting practice with a fastball machine or do soft
Yeah,
toss or something.
right.
And that development. A lot of people think pros like the professionals like you guys make it look easy, but um, studying the game and being a student of the game myself because I write about it and seeing it up close because I'm covering minor league ball this year. Um, you guys are almost superhuman. Just the reaction time it takes to hit a ball, not just a fastball, but to knowing certain counts when to lay off or um, laying off that pitch that's a ball width off the zone that may or may not be a strike and laying off a pitch that look like a fastball coming in the hand, but it's a changeup or something. The game
Yeah,
within the game it's so amazing to see in real time, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate it enough to see. And with the whole development track of how minor leaguers get to the majors, minor leaguers just don't get enough credit for being in minor leagues. I know you've only played rookie ball 2019, and then 2020 was canceled due to the COVID pandemic, and then you just now getting a low A this year. Um, Talk about what it was like getting drafted. You getting that phone call that the White Sox picked you, and then getting that getting that over slot bonus because they really thought highly of you, and then um, we can talk about your pro career so far as well.
yeah. So draft day, I think what was it, day 3? I think I got drafted. I was
Yeah,
coming
day
home.
3. It was,
Yeah, I was coming home from school. And I remember me and my dad, we were rushing in the car because, the draft had started and we were trying to get back before anybody called us. So I remember I was standing right next to the TV. Then I got that phone call. I went in my room and I took it. And, they told me I was going to be drafted. I was going to be the next pick. And I just remember coming back out and just looking at everybody like, yeah, they're trying to pick me. And as soon as my name was called, I didn't even react. I was just, I was just staring at the TV. I couldn't even react. Everybody, was jumping in the background, screaming my name. I was just standing there, just blank stare, staring at the TV with a little smirk on my face. So it was great. It was a great day.
what was it like for you? Yeah, it seemed like you're in shock or just just trying to process it all. That's a life
Yeah,
changing moment, and
right.
and for you, I know it was special coming home to the White Sox as well. You know, you could be close to home with your family and all that. You know, gonna be somewhere far and everything.
Right.
And you know, just a chance to say you played in the White Sox uniform. And now, what was the decision like for you choosing to sign that contract instead of going to college and go pro straight out of high school?
What was it like?
Yeah, what went into your decision process and um, you know, your family their input on it. I'm sure that they were had some concerns with you going pro straight out of high school and stuff like that, just being
Oh,
on the road and
yeah.
stuff.
No, I think we when it started to get to that point, we all took like a family meeting and we kind of decided what we wanted to do if it did happen. And, it did. So from right then and there, we knew that I was gonna go straight. So if I got that call, I was going. So we made that decision like a week before the draft that
Okay.
I was gonna take it. So yeah, we had already made that up in my mind before even coming up into the draft.
Mhm. So, um, you know, you mentioned your parents getting you the plastic bat and the little wiffle balls as a kid. Um,
Yeah.
and your parents have athletic background and stuff playing in college. How much did you lean on them throughout your life, being a baseball and them pushing you? Because I know, um, me just I know my parents are heavily involved. There's sometimes where I needed some reassurance, or I needed some guidance, or I needed just to hear their voice, you know, say things. And
Right.
maybe it might have been something I knew I need to do, but you know,
Yeah.
hearing them say it gets you going. Okay, I'm gonna do this and that, and we're gonna be good. So
No, no, definitely. Without them, I definitely would not have been here. There were so many times I just wanted to give up on this, just say, hey, I want to just get a job. I want to just, do what you guys do. And there were so many times, every time I said that, it was always, no, focus, you got this. My mom, sending me messages, sending me Bible verses, my dad telling me that why I shouldn't quit, why I shouldn't get a job, what this could do for me, how this could change my life. So no, I definitely give them a lot of credit because if they would have just, let me just, okay, you can get a job, I definitely would have been doing this right now. And I probably would have regretted my decisions. So no, I definitely thank them. I give them a lot of credit for that.
okay, that's what's up. Um, now, okay, all right, let's fast forward to rookie ball. What was it? What was that like? You know, you're seeing the best pitching of your life so far.
Yeah,
It's probably the most you've ever been challenged in your baseball career so far.
right.
And you held your own. You were young for your level. You were what 17 in rookie ball, right?
So, yeah, just turned 17. Yeah,
Yeah, you were yeah you were young for your draft class as well. You were one of the youngest players taken in that draft. I remember.
right.
And
Yeah,
you know you spent some time around Andrew Vaughn, like the third overall pick in that draft, one of the greatest college players ever. He kind of took you under his wing and had some nice words to say about you in some
right.
excerpts I read. Um, what was that like being a pro for the first time in your life?
Um, Honestly, that first like couple of weeks, it was crazy. I wasn't really used to this pro lifestyle. People always talked about it, but like you can only do so much with talking. And like when it's there, it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
But no, it was definitely crazy. And then, just being thrown into that fire, me coming from high school, competition, throwing 84, 85, 70s to getting jumped right into 94 with 70-mile-an-hour sliders, it was a crazy jump.
They could throw strikes, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. People be like, "Oh, I can play rookie ball." No, you know you can't. You want to be a
It's
better
it's
player.
hard.
It's
Yeah,
different. It's different.
it's
The pros are
different.
different, and you held your own. You hit some home runs. You know, you got a power oriented offensive game. You draw walks. You know, you get on base. You're a big dude. You 6'4". And you know, on the defensive end, I'm sure it was different too. You know, at the hot corner,
Oh yeah.
seeing guys that could hit. You know, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm
Um,
still learning that.
yeah, I know that. I know that. That's crazy, man. And I know 2020 probably threw you for a loop. You're probably eager to get back and put in more work and you know follow up and put your cleats in the dirt again. And I know what was that like for you dealing with that? And did you how'd you put in your work during 2020, and how'd you stay focused? It was a hard year for all of us. I'm sure it was challenging for you because you're probably chopping at the bit to get back on the field.
So for me, I'm very fortunate to also have other players around my area that also play pro ball.
Mhm.
So once we all kind of got back after the COVID, the whole COVID shutdown, we all decided to make like our own kind of league kind of thing. So we would all like play games like just scrimmages facing each other's. So it would be like, a pro pitcher versus a pro hitter. Even college and high school guy, anybody that wanted to just play. So that's kind of what I did for like the last 5 months, all the way March, all the way up until October.
So
I was
y'all
just
basically had like a pickup league, low key.
pretty good, like a basketball. Like you call a bunch of your friends, go to the court, kind of like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah, so
that was
that's pretty
dope.
much.
Who was all there? Like give me some names. Like was it Ed Howard, Corey Ray, and them?
Ed came to a couple. Pierce Jones was there.
Okay.
Some other guys from like Wisconsin. It's just all Midwest guys,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
wanting to get their work in,
Yeah.
just grind
That's
it
what's
out.
up, man. That's dope. Who have you been your favorite teammates to play with so far?
As far as White Sox,
Yeah.
I love them all, man. We all have a good time together.
I don't if I didn't mean to.
No, I got you. Right? No,
Yeah,
it's
my
just
bad.
I love this team, man. I just all see them as my brothers.
Mhm.
I don't really favorite anybody. It's just I talk to more people than others, but like these my brothers.
Yeah, I mean, you going to war. I mean, it's war
Yeah.
once you on the
I
field.
do anything for them. Yeah.
It's different, that camaraderie you got to build when you at a complex from spring training until September when AZL ends, or right now you getting your first taste of full league ball. You're gonna be on the road a lot. This gonna be first 130 game season, most games you've played in your life. There are gonna be games where you gotta lead on your teammates. I know
Right.
exactly what you mean. For me, this is my first stint doing big writing and stuff, so I can relate from the fact that I gotta lean on certain people, other writers that I know. I gotta lean on my editors. It's an adjustment for me. So I'm just kind of comparison and trying to make it as close as I can, and to have some not empathy, but understanding, I should say.
Oh yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just making those adjustments, learning, and putting in the work.
Right.
What are some interests outside the game of baseball? I know you got to have things you turn to when you need to take a break and take your mind off of it, because you seek the game. Sometimes you just got to step away.
Right. But no, this like the 2019, I was starting to get into making music. So like I do a lot of songs now. I make music. I have some out there a little bit already.
Mhm.
I make a lot of music. Me and my mom coming up with things, seeing people, trying to get my name out there with the music. So we're getting that going. Probably get back to it once I get back home because I'm on the road right now.
Make
But that's
beats, or
kind of what I do. Yeah.
what you use?
Well, like, what you mean?
Software.
Oh, I use Pro Tools.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I use FL Studio and Machine. So okay, that's what's up. You make music. You rap too, or you just make beats?
No, I do the rapping.
Okay.
I can't figure out how to make the beats. It's too complex for me right now.
Yeah.
So my mom was a singer. My dad sung a little bit, and I just whenever I hear a beat, I just feel like I gotta just like just rap on it or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know what you mean. Music really can. It's infectious.
yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay. How's it been so far in full season ball? I know you only played like 5 games, but what was that
It's,
first taste like?
no, it's definitely fun. It's just being able to play in front of people. Seeing my face on the screen. The walk up song, all of that. It's great.
What's
I'm
your walk
loving
up
it.
song?
Go DJ. I gotta go DJ. I had
Hey,
to.
let's go, bro. Let's fucking go.
I had to.
And
It just made sense. It just
yeah,
made sense.
yeah. I should have guessed that. But that's just too good. I remember hearing that as a kid. You know, that was um, I feel like that was what introduced us to Wayne. You know, right up as a
yeah,
kid, you know, elementary school, preschool, and all that. You know,
yeah. It's catchy. You know, gets the crowd involved, and it just made sense for me.
yeah, and it's your name, so I mean, why
Yeah,
not? I'm sure it gets you locked in. Okay, I'm going up to a bat. Let me step in here and put in my work. Um,
right. Yeah, definitely
so,
does.
um, describe your game for me. You know what you do with the bat, what you do with the glove. If you had to, let me say this: if you had to give a scouting report on yourself, like an in-depth one, what would it be?
Uh,
If
as
you're
far
willing
as
to.
right, no, that's yeah. As far as right now, definitely got to work on the high pitch. That's been the struggle so far. You know, but that's just me. It's only what we took a year and a half off. That's just me getting my feet back wet. Just being able to recognize. So as far as right now, that's really all I've been really struggling with. Everything else has been kind of okay. But once we keep going, keep playing, I feel like it'll be not a big deal anymore. So yeah,
That's what's
pretty
up.
much.
That high
Yeah.
fastball will get you, man.
Oh yeah,
Especially
all
with
the time.
what these dudes got nowadays. People people on Twitter should be like, why does he take the pitch the other way? Like, do you see what these dudes are throwing? Like, how is he gonna take that? He can't take that shit the
Uh,
other way.
you,
And
you see 97 right at the hand. It's right down the middle. It's like, nah, you
yeah,
don't
like
swing
nah,
it.
yeah. I mean, these pitchers nowadays are different, man.
Mhm.
Like people be like, oh, back in the '60s when this dude was throwing 85, like these pitchers throwing sliders and curveballs faster than those dudes' fastballs. I mean,
Yeah, and they're getting younger and younger. Every year is a 17-year-old throwing 100 every year.
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
know,
man,
I know the tell me a funny story, just from your time in travel ball, or when things got more competitive, when um just
we start.
something you'll never forget.
Um, okay, I got one. So it's in travel ball. This is like one of my last tournaments before going into my senior year. And we had just played a young team, and we lost that game. And we played pretty bad. At least this team had to be at least like 16, 15. We're all like 17, 18. We just got slaughter ruled by them. And I'm just never gonna forget. Like we ran like poles, and that's just one thing I'm never gonna forget. Like we were all just like dead tired after that, and like we were out there for a good 45 just running. And that's just one thing I'm never gonna forget, because I just remember that day. Every time someone asks me a travel ball memory, that's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
But no,
What
it
was
was it
your
was
what moment from your first year in pro ball would you call like your welcome to professional baseball moment, if you have one?
for me, I got my very first at bat. I got my first hit, so that was kind of my welcome. Uh, I'm never gonna forget that. It was first pitch, fastball, glowing away, and I took it right back up the middle. And that was the kind of at bat that kind of just slowed me down, took away the nerves. Like, okay, I can actually, I can hang with these guys. I can compete.
Yeah,
And that was kind of my little welcome right there.
it was validating for you.
Yeah.
First pitch too.
Yeah, it was a first pitch fastball.
Okay,
It was because I was DH in that game, and the inning before that was 1-2-3. I was the first batter up.
okay.
In my head, in the dugout, I'm thinking, okay, man, I don't want to strike out. Can I actually compete with these guys? What I'm going to do? And
Want to
I
set the
went up
tone.
there. Yeah, and I went up there. First pitch fastball, took it the other way, got my confidence.
That's what's up, bro. That's dope. When it comes to hitting, you're a righty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say, you're a big dude? You like to go opposite way since you can, you like to work that way, or you're a pull guy, or you like to go
No,
center
yeah.
opposite?
Definitely, I'm definitely an opposite guy. And now the people might not believe this when I say this, but a lot of my power is the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people see me in battle practice, pull balls 400 feet.
Yeah.
But when 9 times out of 10, when I go the opposite way, it's squared up 115 off the bat, 112.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than pulling something and just hit off the end or something. So I'm definitely a big opposite guy.
Okay.
So when it comes to hitting.
Okay. Cool. So Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna be watching closely, man. See you work the gap the other way. Try to get some by the first baseman. How heavy are they shift? Are they doing shifts a lot in minor league ball, or are they just
I
kind
know,
of
I
playing
know.
straight up?
No, I know we shift a lot, but as far as what I've been playing, what I've been hitting and seeing, not really. They haven't really been shifting at all.
Okay.
Because I have been actually these last 6 games. I have a lot of my hits have been the opposite way, so they're playing me straight up. I think I got a triple right center. I got a line drive and right. I got a lot of opposite other hits. They've been playing me straight up.
That's dope, bro. I'm
Yeah,
happy for you, man.
thank you.
What are you looking forward to in your first full season? I know you mentioned laying off the high fastball up in the zone, but what I'm trying to say, what are what are you looking forward to most? As you start your first full season, traveling and everything like that.
That's exactly what I'm looking forward to is traveling, being on the road, experiencing that actual minor league life, just getting that taste of, playing 6 games home and then traveling to North Carolina, South, wherever we go,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I've been wanting to do that for a long time now, and it's finally happening now.
You're in where you at?
North Carolina.
Oh, okay, you're in the Carolina
Yeah,
League. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is true. Carolina League. Okay, cool. Low. Um, so thank you for doing this interview, man. I really appreciate this a lot. It means a lot to have you on.
No,
Um,
appreciate you for having me. No, this is great.
yeah. Let's stay in touch. Let's stay connected. And thank you guys for watching. This has been the second installment of Clubhouse Conversations with DJ Gladney, third baseman in the White Sox organization.